Hey, welcome to the A Squared Marketing podcast and video cast. And today we're starting a new thing called the One-to-One. This is where we meet local businesses and hear about them and kind of help you understand what's available in your local market. Before we get started, a quick shout out. And I'm here with Jeff. Jeff, tell me in like 30 seconds or less who you are and kind of what we're going to talk about today.
Well, my name is Jeff Ingram, and I work with a company called Legal Shield. And what we do is we offer individuals, families, and businesses unlimited access to law firms starting at about less than $1 a day.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. And I'm Alex Haynes, your host, and I own A Squared. We offer video production and social media marketing and content creation. And so let's get started with our one-to-one. So Jeff, you talk about Legal Shield. I'm gonna be honest, a long time ago in a land far, far away, in a whole other state, I was represented many years ago poorly about Legal Shield. And so I wanted to take a chance and let the people of Fairfield and possibly the world, whoever watches this, understand what Legal Shield actually is, what you offer, and why it's so important. And I kind of want to focus on the success stories, because you've told some stories that blow me away, because it's one thing to explain what the service is, it's a whole nother thing to see it in action, right?
Right, absolutely.
So give me a quick overview. You mentioned in your quick 30-second, you give access to lawyers. Can you expound upon that?
Yes, great. Well, what I found in the 15 years that I've been with the company is probably 1 out of 10 people that I talk to actually decide to work the business with us. Some of the benefits, we actually help people navigate through life events. And as we go through life, we might be getting married, getting divorced, buying a car, buying a house. And all of these situations that we encounter throughout, the course of our life, needing a will, all of those things, normally people don't call an attorney simply because it costs too much. Because Legal Shield has taken the financial reasons out of it, being able to have access for less than $1 a day, we allow people to not have to stress, not have to guess, and they're just able to access and get the right advice. Before I had this service, I had to call friends, family, and I depended on their advice. And sometimes I ended up worse off than I was when I started, at least emotionally I was.
Friends are great friends, but not always great lawyers.
Right, absolutely. So since having this service, I've used it 50 times over the last 15 years, and I've gotten the answers that I wanted, and it kept me on the right track, and I didn't have to guess.
Now the cool thing is, in our previous conversations, not on camera, you talked to me about some of the cost effectiveness of this. So you said as little as $1 a day. Absolutely. And what is really cool is that there are many times that we as individuals should talk to a lawyer, but you're right. I mean, when I've called to ask for to get a contract done with a lawyer, $400, $500 easy for one contract, and that's one rendition. If it's multiple renditions of the contract, it's more. And so we've talked about this just a little bit, and it's much more cost effective to use the services you provide than it is to hire a one-off lawyer. I'm not saying lawyers by themselves aren't worth their money, but what you offer is some really unique protections and services, right?
Right. We actually, because we have a subscription base, and the way that it works is every state has its own law firm. So we all have a collective buying power, so we're able to get the best of the best. So because our lawyers are already paid in advance, they're able to focus on serving you rather than billing you. So that's why we don't charge by the hour for most things. And there are some things where you do get sent out and there's a 25% discount, but those are more self-imposed, like a DUI, a bankruptcy, right. Something that may happen once in a lifetime, but for the majority of the service, 80%, you're able to get it, no additional charge. So
that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
So I think I'd love to transfer right now. I mean, so people are probably wondering, okay, cool, you offer legal services, but is it really going to help me? You were telling a story earlier today about your mom, right? Can you tell us that story again?
Well, actually, my mother was my first customer, and she had a situation where she had purchased a chair, it was a leather chair from this company, and she's in Michigan. So the leather chair started to crack after she owned it for 6 months. And they said, yeah, 6 months. They sent the rep out, he took a look at it, and he blamed the cleaner that she used on the chair as to why it cracked. And so they were refusing to honor the warranty.
Of course.
So she did what I've done and probably what a lot of people do, before or when they don't have our service. She called me and she was complaining, like, can you believe this happened to me? And I said, Mom, remember you have access to your law firm. Why don't you call your law firm? She said, oh yeah, I need to call them. So they wrote a letter to that company, and once they got that letter from the attorney, and they had some really strong language, they reminded them that you should honor the warranty and you're in breach of contract. They had some very powerful language. They even had a timeline on there. They said, you don't respond in 7 days, we're going to pursue, further legal matters. So the same person that called her and said, we won't do anything, we're not going to do anything about this warranty issue, they called her and said, come in the store, you have a $400 credit. So it's situations like that for $400, if you pay $300 an hour for an attorney, you're not going to call an attorney. So most people would be going back and forth, or they just have to let it go and lose that $400.
So, that's the power of the services. Once again, what is the name of the service?
Legal Shield.
And how do people reach out to you directly or make sure they sign up under you? How would someone watching this video go do that?
The best way would be to reach out to me by phone. My phone number is 707-208-2482, or email me directly. It's AskIngram, A-S-K, and my last name, INGRAM, @gmail.com. That would be the best way. Then I can send you my personal link. If you want to get enrolled, we can definitely help you do that. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for being on the show. We got a lot of information. If you're interested, check them out. I'll put a link in the video. We're also on Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. We're facebook.com/A2Pro LLC. You also find us on YouTube. Make sure you check out our YouTube. We're on LinkedIn. We're pretty much everywhere. So make sure you check us out. Subscribe so you can see more awesome things and more awesome businesses coming your way. This has been a one-to-one with A2 Marketing video and podcast. We hope that you subscribe and follow for more awesome videos. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone say bye.
Great day. Thank you.